Okay. Hello, Mr. Shank. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the book Dune by Frank Herbert. These are the other books that I'm going to be reading after I finish this entire thing. But you can see that I did read a good portion of it. But today I'm going to talk to you about like the book and like what it's about. But yeah. The quote that I decided to like talk about is something that Lady Jessica said, which is Paul's mother. She said, "I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. When the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain." And this, honestly, like, it stuck with me because it kind of goes along with like the overall like moral, or like not moral, but like I guess the theme of it, or what's going on in the book. To not have fear, because like having fear can like it can cause people to like kind of exploit it, I guess you could say, and that can lead to being like overruled by someone. And obviously all of the other houses, like the Atreides house and the Harkonnens and all the other houses of the Landsraad, seek power. And that leads me to my second quote. I know it's not like required, but my second quote was, "Power over spice is power over everything." And that kind of just like, that also like kind of goes with the theme of just like power is so important in this. And it's like, it's kind of crazy how that's like what everyone seeks. And I like to point out how like Paul is like seen as like a little skinny guy, or like a weakling or something like that. And it's shown in the movie, obviously, with Timothée Chalamet, which is like pretty skinny, but it kind of goes along with like his nickname that he's given in the second part of the book and the movie, the second movie, which is Muad'Dib, which is the little mouse, kind of, I think. And it's kind of like, it portrays him because even though the mouse is small, it can survive many things. The first quote that I gave you is from the Gamjabar test, which was when Paul had to like pass this test. He had to put his hand in like a box, and like, I don't know, kind of like, it was just to prove that he could like endure this pain, I guess. And this was given by the Reverend Mother, which serves as the Bene Gesserit to the Emperor. I know you read the book, so like I'm pretty sure you know what this means. I hope so. And he puts his hand in the box and he asks what the box is, and like he said, and then she says pain, which is like also kind of like goes with like kind of the theme, which is, I searched this up because I wanted it to be correct, but triumph of willpower and self-control over fear and adversity. This is kind of like, I want to point out that the Reverend Mother kind of sees Paul's like true potential, and I think she's like worried that like she can't control this, because in the second movie, the Reverend Mother that did this test to him was talking to this girl, this lady, this princess. Her name's Princess Aurelian, and she says, "We are the Bene Gesserit. We don't hope, we plan." And like the coming forth of Paul is kind of like she's kind of basically saying like, we didn't plan this. So I feel like she's just worried that this will throw off their entire course of like the sisterhood in general. I also wanted to talk about Dr. Yue, because he's the doctor like of Paul, I guess, like their family doctor. And I like that it goes into depth a lot, like in the book, which is different from the movie. I want to point out how different the book is from the movie, because in the movie, it doesn't go as like deep into like the thoughts and stuff of everyone, since it's in third person. I really do like that. There was this one scene I really liked. It was in the book. It was Jessica and Dr. Yue. They were talking about something about their friendship and stuff, and I think it was very important, because it was like, sure, it was pointing out how Dr. Yue didn't want to do this and he didn't want to hurt them, but they had his wife, which unfortunately was already dead, and he didn't know that. But they had his wife, and so he was just doing it to save his wife, which was also a Bene Gesserit. So I think that's just, like, it's very cool that the book goes more into depth about that, and I really do like that, because I get to know more about this story, which is really cool. I like that, like, the internal thoughts of everyone, like, are very deeply explored, especially Paul's, and his fear of, like, just, like, his fear of, like, not knowing who he is, kind of, and his destiny. It's not as explored as, like, in the movie, with everyone's, like, thoughts. And I do like, that Lady Jessica's role in the book is more, like, emphasized, kind of, like, it talks about the internal conflicts that she has, and, like, the decision making more in the book than in the movie. What I like about Jessica in the book is that she's more, like, stronger, I guess, because in the movie it was shown as she was shown as, like, a shy person, and she's, like, just kind of, like, there, and, like, she's not as strong, like, she doesn't have that much, like, strength. But in the book she's very, very cool, and, like, I like that about her, because it shows, like, she's kind of representing the sisterhood, and she's like, we are, like, very strong. I like that in the sisterhood, it's like, that's what they rule everything without the credit, which is very, very cool, and, like, I really do like that. But yeah, I really do like how, like, it all kind of ties into the whole thing with power. I feel like this is kind of, like, that's, like, the main theme of this book, and it's pretty cool. I'm very excited to read these two and finish this one. I mean, I did finish it. I finished the first part of the book, which was what we agreed. But yeah, hope this was fun to watch. Yeah, alrighty, peace out.